The first documented traces of Jewish community in Kłobuck come in from late 1700s. There are 13 Jewish families registered within the parish. By late 1800s, they are already making 40% of the population. Just before the war, the Kłobuck Jewish community is made by around 3,000 of Jews.
So we're in Kłobuck in the Kulna Street, which up until World War II was called Bożnicza, so the synagogue street. The architecture here is very patchy. There are still some pre-war structures above this part of the city. Towards the church is the market square, and here in this lower part of the city was the large Jewish district. So this is Bożnicza Street, and the plot of land right now to our left, behind the shrubs, was exactly the piece of land where the synagogal complex of Kłobuck was located. There was a very tall synagogue, this is how it's remembered, and it was connected, or it was adjacent to the nearby mikveh and Tahara house. Jewish burial house was also located here. And this is precisely the plot of land today where the synagogue complex was located. It's contemporary in between two after-war buildings, in between the school and the public library, which we are looking at now. The streets going this way is called Wałowa, and this street appears in the sources as being inside the Nazi-established ghetto in Kłobuck. So we are right now exactly on the property in the pre-war Bożnicza Street in Kłobuck, where the complex of a synagogue, mikveh, and Beit Tahara, the Jewish burial house, were located. The structure we are looking right now at is the public library, built after the war on the same property. And the Bożnicza Street in Kłobuck, nowadays Okulna, comes down to the little water creek. That's why the mikveh was just next to the synagogue, which was on the right hand side of the street.
Around 1 mile east from the city center of Kłobuck, there is a plot of land which is the Jewish cemetery, at the same time the place of burial of the Jews from Kłobuck.
So we are in the Jewish cemetery of Kłobuck, which was a central kahila, central community for dozens of smaller Städtlach and villages surrounding it, mostly purely agricultural territory. Kłobuck would have a major market square, and in such way it became a local trading center. Kłobuck would also have the local authorities, both civic authorities but also religious authorities, which means Kłobuck was the center of the local kahila. We know that the Jews of Kłobuck were running an orphanage in Kłobuck, because there were regular money allotments for that orphanage for Jewish kids. And we also know that the Jewish community of Kłobuck was paying for the local rabbi. So there must have been kind of a synagogue, a shtibel in Kłobuck, and it was Kłobuck that paid the local rabbi in Kłobuck. In this completely desolate cemetery, during and after World War II, there's just one matzevah left. It's just this one stone devoted to a certain Rachel.